Alright, hey guys, CBack0, and I'm going to be doing another RD2L Season 3 Scrim. It's an official one. It's Saf's squad, which is not named Encrypt. It is PrinnySquad. I did cast them before. I guess I just forgot they're PrinnySquad instead of Encrypt. I know last game I called them Encrypt the entire time, so I apologize for that. I will be fixing that and labeling the video that they are PrinnySquad and a little bit, so I apologize once again. But it's PrinnySquad versus We Love Yoona, and yes, Yoona is very hot, but I think it is the SNSD Yoona. I'm not entirely positive because I think Yoona is a relatively popular Korean girl pop star name. Don't quote me on that. I know nothing about Korean pop stars. I just know there is some girl on SNSD named Yoona. I think that is her. But yeah, she's pretty hot, granted. But anyways, PrinnySquad, they're gonna go ban the ET and Timbersaw. They get first pick. So let's see what is first pick material in this patch. I think Clockwork is definitely one guy to keep in mind. They used Bristleback very well in that last game. Visage was banned out before. They could look to do a support alchemist once again. Chugs did a good job playing them. Sure, he kind of went like 0, 10, and 14, but but he was very effective anyways. His stuns were good enough to win him some team fights. We Love Yoona. I don't know anything about them. I just recognize the name Yoona. I think there was some Pubstar Dota player that was really good, also named Yoona. I don't think it's this guy. It was like this combo name. This combo, or just like 3 or 4 Pubstar players that played together a lot that were huge SNSD fans. There's of course Yuri. I think there's some guy named Sohyun or Sooyoung or something. And I think Yoona was one of the other names. But okay, first picking the Vengeful Spirit. Very unconventional. Leaves a lot of good heroes in the pool. Again, you can't forget about Clockwork. Especially in NA Dota, he's been very popular. We Love Yoona. I do have their 2 picks here. What did they go for? Marana is in a pool. PrinnySquad did very well with Marana that last game I casted when they played against Princess Jellyfish. Who played him? Chunky, Super Chunky, right? Super Chunky played? No, is he? No, I think they did a player swap. Archimedes is playing this time. But We Love Yoona, they go with the Weaver first, and okay, instantly the second picking Death Prophet. I don't understand why teams are so, set on picking Death Prophet in the first rounds now. I know my own team when we were playing a game, they were like, we gotta go Death Prophet now in the first round. I'm like, yeah, Death Prophet is pretty good in pubs, but like, I'm not convinced competitively that she's all that great, like first round material great. Really, when you pick her second, you're saying we want to push. But keep this in mind, Weaver just, I guess this is a split push Weaver, because these 2 heroes don't really have a lot of synergy. One wants to be either really aggressive or ungankable, and the other wants to just push towers, push S5. And Weaver does not add much in a 5-man. More of a split pusher, or I'm gonna dive your supports and kill him. PrinnySquad, they go with the Venomancer. Again, thanks to all the buffs, he's a very viable hero, and pretty much first pick material. I think he's more second tier. But he does do a lot in stopping the pushes. I know Death Prophet, I mean, she'll have to use her Exorcism, and the Plague Wards will slow down and kill a bunch of the creepways. Clockwork gets banned out. We Love Yoona, paying some respect to the hero that he deserves. Marana is still in the pool, has seen a lot of play. Just after a day of seeing stomping with that hero, or 2 days, because they really kind of started in day 2. Jakiro gets banned out. I guess they're concerned about the team fight possibility. Darkseer is still in the pool for We Love Yoona. They could look to go for him. I think banning out the Tempers. Oh, Tempersol was already banned out. We Love Yoona banning out the Rubik. I'm not so sure about that. I guess they're thinking Venomancer would go mid. And I guess they're concerned of Venoman Rubik stealing the Prophet's ulti, because there is the off chance that Venomancer could come in. Even there could be a farming Vengeful Spirit. Speed has been running that. We love Yoona, going very unconventional, going with the Dazzle pick. Okay. Hypothetically, let's put it this way: Death Prophet gets low, standing in the front line. Shallow Grave is there. Not poison. Shadow Wave is there. There's a lot of damage. Not bad, I guess. It can push waves relatively quickly. Can look to build like a shit ton of creeps to help push, because if you're trying to push Shadow Wave, gives your creep self and it damages the opponent creeps. So I guess that's not too bad at all. PrinnySquad. For their third pick, they finally go with a core hero. They get the OD. OD Death Prophet mid. OD should have the advantage. He's just going to steal so much int from Death Prophet. She won't even be able to fire off a Crypt Swarm, and the last hitting damage from base stat increase for the OD. It's just going to get even better and have just more damage to last hit and make it harder for Death Prophet to do so. I think a way to counteract that is possibly put the Dazzle mid maybe for a while, just to guarantee that Death Prophet gets maybe at least a bottle. Dazzle could look to harass the OD and make sure he doesn't steal too much from her. That's a possibility, but I'm not seeing that. Of course, Weaver could go offlane. Death Prophet could go into a tri-lane to avoid that. It's not too late. They can go, okay, Windrunner gets picked up here. But again, no guaranteed stun. Poison Touch can barely be considered a stun or guaranteed stun. I mean, yes, after a while, you do get a stun. Windrunner, I think, is a solid pick. But at the same time, you gotta rely a lot on the shackle shots. It does give you a long range initiation, could get that Light of Heaven ideal shackle shot on too, and guarantee you a push. But they just don't, I don't know. I think they need a little bit more. If they want to go pushing strat, they could look for Pugna. Pugna would be amazing here. Yeah, Pugna would be really good. Keep them at bay, make it hard to just spam. You put the Pugna ward up, Venomancer spamming the wards won't be so easy. Okay, 20 mana is just not bad. But OD in particular will be affected heavily. You put the ward down, and Sanity's Eclipse would cause OD to almost commit suicide. I think Pugna would be a great pickup here. Pick him up in a tri-lane, put Weaver off lane, Death Prophet mid, or switch to Pugna, put Pugna mid, Death Prophet tri-lane's farmer. That's not bad at all. They could, of course, look to run a dual lane. Could do Dazzle Weaver dual lane. Could look for Windrunner +1 dual lane. Pugna mid. With that Prophet mid. Pugna actually doesn't match up too badly against OD. He can't just spam his Astral Imprisonment every time. Just like put down the ward for a little bit and just have a bottle. And every time, and OD will be very scared on using his Astral Imprisonment. Alchemist gets picked up. That's going to be the tri-lane farmer most likely. They could look dual lanes again. Last time PrinnySquad used Alchemist as a support, but almost definitely Alchemist is going to be a farmer here. It doesn't do too shabby. He could look to Shadowblade, maybe pick off the Weaver, maybe pick off the Prophet. And there are a lot of squishies here with the Shadowblade, a ganking Shadowblade Alchemist. Yeah, things could look bright for PrinnySquad. So we're in the last round of bans, and I'm actually kind of hungry. I kind of want to munch on something. But anyways, what are we looking at? We love Yoona. They're basically missing the tri-lane farmer, or possibly an offlaner. It's hard to say. It's hard to say what their lanes are going to be. PrinnySquad, they're missing their offlaner. Banning the Nature's Prophet is good. They do not want split push. Split push could spell disaster for We Love Yoona, because I guess, I don't know. They kind of want a 5-man, though. The Weaver pick is kind of Might be more of a block pick because they just don't want to deal with them. 5th pick, We Love Yoona. I'm going to put my money on Pugna, but I'm not going to. I don't know. I'm not confident about it. I'm just saying it just for the hell of it. We love Yoona. If they do pick up Pugna, I think it'd be a very strong lineup. The push, they can maybe just push S4, have the Weaver split push and get a lot of farming, create a lot of space. Yes, you don't have a lot of ganking power, but you can pressure the towers and keep them at bay to the point where PrinnySquad will have to come in. Or even if they just dive, if they dive too far, they can be punished heavily. Let's see, I think PrinnySquad, they need their offlaner again. Who did they put offlane? A lot of good offlane heroes are taken out. PrinnySquad, they actually banned the Bounty Hunter. I think they could have benefited with the Bounty Hunter, although he doesn't add too much in the counter pushing department. They could go Darkseer as well. Okay, so we love Yoona, go with the Lifestealer. I don't see too much synergy in this lineup. I really don't. I guess I can look for a Infest Bomb with the Weaver. But the Death Prophet just sticks out like a sore thumb here. I mean, Lifestealer is going to need farm. Weaver is going to need farm. Okay, it's not Windrunner anymore, but I don't know. But okay, so PrinnySquad, they go with the Clinks. I think this is going to be offlane Clinks. He'll do, yep, Saf is on him. It's going to be an offlane Clinks. It'll be very interesting how he builds them. He could go for that EE build, though he's going to need some pretty easy farm. Looking at these supports, yeah, he's going to get some pretty good farm unless Shackle Shot is there. So we'll see how this is lane. I think PrinnySquad could look to go run an aggressive tri-lane. Saf. Shooting me some messages. He said he wanted to pick a Centaur War Chieftain. I mean, who would he take out? The Clinks and put Centaur? It's hard to say. I think that definitely would have been interesting. But I'd like which lineup do I like better? It's hard. I'd say PrinnySquad. I like PrinnySquad's lineup a little bit better. Neither side really have that much synergy. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, time to introduce the teams. Yoona, BecomeASaiyan.com is playing the Weaver, the offlane Weaver. Windrunner is being played by Bastille. It's going to be a support Windrunner. Yoona herself, himself. I don't know who's on who Yoona is, girl or guy. Brazilian's never gonna let me live it down. That I called her a guy once during the draft. But Yoona is on the Lifestealer. Death Prophet, the mid Death Prophet is being played by Lixvarn. I give up. And the Dazzle, the surprise pick, Zamp on the Dazzle. We'll see if there is any synergy. Other side, PrinnySquad, Nerd Rage on the Venomancer, Chugs on the OD, so he moved from support to mid. Venomancer being played by Archimedes. Saf on the Clinks, going to be offlane Clinks, solo Clinks. Alchemist on the Super Chunky on the Alchemist. And yes, they're going to run an aggressive try. And we'll see how this goes. Lifestealer will just, I guess, not sure what he's doing, I guess. Yeah, okay, they're going to run the aggressive try lane. I think they foresaw this happening as well. They want to avoid the tri lane, but oh wow, there are a lot of jukes going out in terms of laning. So instead of an aggressive try, they're going to run this pretty simple out. This is almost like rock paper scissors. It's hard to figure out what's going to go on. They're both camping the the room. See who gets what. Go look at Jeff. Nice people. And it's not as I thought. I really thought Weaver was going to go in the bot lane and save farm that, but instead it's going to be the Death Prophet. In a one-on-one situation, Clinks should dominate either of them. I know Weaver laning against Clinks once, and Clinks just ate this Weaver alive, or ate Weaver alive. I don't know. Weaver should not have. Well, won't be too shabby against the OD. Gemini attack could be used to harass, and it will be very effective. Rune is bot, and it's a regen rune, so not too helpful. Death Prophet will not have a good time against this Weaver. She does have better range, so it's possible, but still she will drag the creep aggro, and because she'll be dragging the creep aggro, the lane will push. Venomancer. Oh, and Vengeful Spirit looking to gank. This is the wrong person to gank. They were not expecting a Weaver to be here. They had no detection on the guy. And, well, if that had been a death prop and she had been that far forward, she would have died. Yeah, she would have been dead for sure. So I think it's good that they were able to avoid that. Alchemist is by himself, so it won't be too easy for him. He's just going to try to sap a little bit of EXP. Just kidding. The lane is pushed up so far forward. No hopes of that happening. So I'll go ahead and move into last hits and denies. That's where it's going to be at. And already the Radiant having a early lead. I mean, Clinks I think will start to gain a little bit. What's his last hit damage? Wow, it's kind of ass, so it will be difficult from the last hit. He does have searing arrows, so watch out for that. I think he should start harassing with that. Missing a bunch of last hits. The 13 difference in base damage is very big. Nerd Rage taking a bit of damage. They both have the same wards out. The MLG ward, nice job. I won't throw out the poison touch. Trying to play on East. I believe Saf is from the East. I can't even tell. He speaks so many languages. I believe he's European, but he shows up for like PST times, EST times. It's like the guy never sleeps or has anything to do in the daytime. I need to talk to Saf about it, but it's pretty crazy. Shout out to you, Saf. Love you, dude. But OD, let's look at his last hits. 3-1. Weaver's 4-2, slight lead. But Weaver has the high ground advantage. There's going to be some spat. He's going to go for the kill. I don't think he's going to get it. He really shouldn't try to dive it because there's already tangoing up. Don't think he's going to die. Top lane, that's probably where the first blood's going to happen. Super Chunky taking a lot of damage. Windrunner, how has she leveled up? She's actually gone for Windrun and Shackle Shot, I guess, just in case shit gets real and she's about to die. Although, even with Windrun, I think she's going to die if she gets called out. In a tri-lane like this, who has the advantage? I have to say the Dire, most definitely. All three of the heroes have some sort of disable. Well, I mean, same for this side as well. But Windrunner needs her levels. And, you know, Poison Touch level 1's kind of ass. I mean, it does a lot more damage, but let's be real, guys. Let's be real. Cryptstorm gets thrown out. Saf is a bit low. Who's winning that lane? Clinks is actually losing, but that's only because of the base damage. He does have the Ring of Bacillus up. But he's still lacking a lot of damage compared to her. Well, 5, but that's still a difference of a couple CS that could make this lane go either way. Saf will have to be a bit careful. I think he's low on regen. If he gets too low, she could really kill him with a blind Cryptstorm because she doesn't have detection. I need to stop calling Windrunner and call her Wind Ranger. But is there going to be a Shackle? No. Only level 1 Shackle, so it's kind of stupid. But Super Chunky threatening this Lifestealer just a little bit. Mid lane, Weaver is dominating. Chug's not having a good time here, but he will have some creeps under tower still. Won't be the easiest to get the last hits on. Top lane, is there going to be? Yes, there is action. Finally, a Gale. Yoona is in trouble. Will pop the rage. Might live through this. Oh, they do get a double stun. Alchemist is going to go down. Even though the Shallow Grave is there, the debuff wasn't. So first blood goes to the Alchemist, and that would be very big. He could look to go for a Midas. I wouldn't be too mad at him if he did. It could be a very fast farming Alchemist, and as I expected, I think the Dire was just stronger. I don't know why he didn't rage earlier. If he had raged to dodge the Gale, he would have been fine. Oh, I guess he raged the stun for the Venge. I guess I came in a bit late, so I didn't see it too much. But in the middle lane, it's basically been won by the Weaver. Though I think it might get a bit harder for him or it or she or her later on. Venomancer, I'm not sure what he's doing in mid. It's hopeless to get a kill on this Weaver. It really is. You're not going to kill her. So top lane, at least the Alchemist will get a little bit more EXP. Thanks to the Venomancer not being there. Nice deny from Zamp. I wasn't expecting that. Lifestealer farming at least pretty well. I mean, Alchemist is being harassed pretty low. They really need the Venomancer there. If they want to go for a kill, the Venomancer has... Oh my god, Nerd Rage, are you gonna die from this? I don't know. Gale misses like a boss. Minus 13. I just don't see you being able to kill this Weaver, it has to be Vengeful Spirit, not the Venomancer. You need a Hearthstone to kill him. But Saf is actually really low. Death Prophet is winning this lane somehow. Yes, I expected the differentiation in base damage to make a difference, but I did not think that she would outright win this lane. So I guess my predictions are just shit. Clinks, well, he's level 6. He does grab something. He could look to get a kill. With that base damage, he could look to go get a kill. And now he has a salve, probably looking to salve up. I guess he could try to man fight this. And they do have a TP in from the 2 supports. Nerd Rage trying to get a Gale off. He's too far. Oh, I mean, that's such an obvious gank. I just don't expect that. What? It was the Alchemist that TP'd? Wow. Wow, that's like some commitment there. Illusion gets picked up from the Weaver. Weaver sees the Alchemist. Alchemist knows the rune was picked up there. OD, I guess, I mean, he doesn't really need the runes that much. Speed up the courier, bro. Speed up the courier. Now I guess they're prioritizing Vengeful Spirit's level. But they're ganking a bit too much. It's just not worth it. Yeah, I'm not sure why the Alchemist TP'd there. A lot of miscoordination for PrinnySquad. He's not able to farm now. Lifestealer is, I mean, yes, he died, but not that big a deal. Oh, Stun's gonna get it out, but he's gonna stun himself. No, just kidding. We'll get it off on a Lifestealer, but Lifestealer rages at Yoona. We'll be fine. Has no mana. Do they notice? They couldn't look to go on in. No, okay. So Super Chunky actually does not get any levels in Acid Spray. I think that's a slight mistake, in my opinion. Nerd Rage. Oh man, I know you want to gank, but these 2 heroes are ungankable unless you want to go on a Death Prophet. But it's just nope. It just feels like it's been really messy for PrinnySquad. Not as tight as it was last game. Really not. So, BecomeSaiyan.com has 1900 gold. Is he gonna go Midas? He can buy it straight out right now, and should if he wants to. Yes, there goes Midas. It's a little bit late in my opinion. I think he should have gotten it like 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes, 30 seconds earlier. Would have been much better. But still, it's gonna work out beautifulully for him. Haste Rune bot. Here we go. What? Why you no draw on mappa? Oh, it draws on it. Sweet. Okay, cute. It's cute. But BecomeSaiyan.com will minus a giant creep, and I'll just help him build that EXP. And, you know, it guarantees that he'll have a level advantage, which he needs. Having level lamp with Gemini attack as soon as possible will be good for him. But this Death Prophet having a hell of a time, actually chooses to go Soul Ring. She wants to prioritize a lot of mana, and she's going to take this tier 1 tower. No stopping her. I think, ooh, if he knew there was well, you're not going to kill him. Yeah, she does have Searing Arrows, but he doesn't have any mana for Strafe. They're not going to kill him. He's very careful. Could look to last hit, denies. He's going to get the deny. Saf trying to ward her off. Will get deny. Nice deny from Saf. Top lane, actually double stun from the Alchemist. They do get another kill on that top lane. Gale is there. They're trying to chase him down. Venomancer is going to be the trade. I think no. Basilisk is in a lot of trouble. Duties number stun. No mana, no mana, no mana. We'll have it. 5 more seconds. Stun. No, give him vision. Alchemist is Mike going to. No, we'll get the stun. Basilisk will die. Nice, nice, nice. If only he knew he would be able to dodge that. But anyways, back in near the mid lane. Oh, Nerd Rage, you're so dead. Oh, you're so dead. Maybe get a D word, throw a word up there, trying to meta, but oh, okay, no, just kidding. I think he could have just thrown a ward up there to guarantee they get the kill on the sentries. That would have been nice. I think that would have been the best he could have done. Oh, I like this ward, I really do. This is a really good ward, guys. The reason is you can see rotations easier from the dire. Yes, you don't see the ward. I mean the rune, but when I put this ward out here, my team actually really hates me because they're like, that ward's so stupid, it doesn't give me vision of the ward. And my reply is always, bitches, don't you see that this basically covers all like ganking routes? Nah? Yeah? No? Okay. Alright. I think it's very an underwarded ward spot. So Smurf all day team, I hate you guys. That's why we didn't make it to the playoffs. But anyways, here's Death Prophet, and she has an Invis rune. She's looking for Blood Alchemist. Might get a double stun here. No, he's gonna get bursted down. What was he thinking? What? Was he trying to throw? Yeah, he was trying to throw the unstable concoction. Venomancer will die to Wind Ranger. Huh, I guess he couldn't make up his mind. Huh. Well, he's gonna go Midas, but it's going to be a late Midas. And he'll need a lot. At least it'll help him keep up in terms of level. He only needs a glove of haste. He has bought the most expensive part. This tier 1 tower is going to be pressured heavily, and that's why it's kind of scary. I think they now saw that the Alchemist is going hand on Midas, and you know that's the time they should just push. And this Death Prophet is really fat. I mean, she outlaned the Clinks, which I wasn't expecting. I guess in that I would like to see that matchup 10 more times. Just to confirm that Clinks should lose that matchup. I know the base damage differentiation was just big, but Clinks should have had the edge in harassing. But, Lifestealer is there. Oh, he needs to be careful. He does have mana for a Rage. We'll pop the Rage. Oh gosh, they baited out. Will they be a kill? Stun. Yes, this will be a kill. Oh my gosh, Yoona making a fatal mistake there. And we'll pay with his life, his or her life. Yeah, I guess the auto attack from Vengeful Spirit looks so much like a stun, and he was expecting a stun so badly that he raged. A bit too trigger happy, getting you killed like that. Zamp has 1,000 gold. Is he going to go for Midas as well? Midas Gaming. So guys, yesterday was actually the first time I ever built Midas on a support hero. I was playing Crystal Maiden, and we actually threw really hard. My team is not bad. I'm actually kind of proud of them. I played like shit yesterday, but we were 2 racks up and lost. Saddest game of my life. We threw so hard. We deserved to lose. We got really cocky. We even have Cancer Lancer on our side. But whatever, that was yesterday, and don't cry over spilled milk. I'm still crying, guys. But Zap could look to rotate. He's not going to go for Midas, buying a bunch of support items. They do spot out Archimedes, so they know Odie has some backup. But it's time for me to move to net worth. I should have done it a bit earlier. And as expected, these three farmer buddies just been rocking it, just rocking the house. Weaver won mid lane, Death Prophet won bot lane. I'd say top lane was actually won by PrinnySquad. No, it broke even because Lifestealer got so much farm. Yes, they lost a lot of, they died a lot. But that's okay. Now it really depends if the farm on these supports, because they do have a farm advantage over, well, I guess not really. I wouldn't say a farm advantage, because Venomancer is poor as hell. I don't know what's he doing. He just honestly, his ganking's just not been too good. And he tried to gank a Weaver. It should have been the other way around. Weaver should have stayed in lane while the Spirit went to try to go gank mid. It was an impossible kill because obviously Weaver can just Akuchi away even if you gel him. But they do get the last tier 1 tower, and that's just more gold in the pockets of these cores and supports. And when are going to go for mech? I like this idea. Dazzle meanwhile is going to go for phase boots. It's hard to say. Maybe Dazzle could have gone for the mech. I guess they're just gonna make him the 5-roll, make him the ward bitch. Either or, that's fine. Weaver meanwhile does have treads. Could look for a quick Lincoln Sphere, or could look for a Desolator to really get that split pushing going. Lifestealer farming like a boss. 1,900 gold. I would like to see an armlet. Armlet would be beautiful on this guy. Makes his survivability better. Can do some MLG juking. Armlet togglings. Ooh, Lifestealer far out. We saw a gank similar to this last time. Let's see if they can bait out the rage once again and get that stun off. Lifestealer, let's see. He can infest, of course, and just ride the crit. Oh, it doesn't have the infest. He used it on a neutral creep. They actually do get the stun out this time. He's gonna rage. The Gale should have waited a little bit. It might be enough to get the kill. They do. Yes, it's enough. They do have the swap because swap goes through BKB and another kill. But they might pay with their lives. Dude, going to try. No, just kidding. Those were dire heroes that were swarming up there. Dazzle tried to go help, but he was by himself. The Dire looks to want to push on this. Lifestealer is dead, but Death Prophet is here. It does have her ultimate. Could look to scare the hell out of him. Weaver not gonna die because this guy does not have his Orchid. And Clinks is like blatantly taking the damage. Oh, Alchemist stuns himself. He needs to pop his ulti. Does pop his ulti. Oh my gosh. Weaver gets blown up. Actually buys back, time lapses, and wants to get the double kill. And I think he will. There's a stun very soon. Never mind. Just kidding. They do pick off 2 supports to buy back. Worth it. At this point, and they can look to maybe pressure to tier 2. Alchemist is in so much trouble. Stuns himself again. He's like snaking. Or, snaking. Who was the carry player for Sigma? Can't remember, but he kept stunning. No, TC from Liquid kept stunning himself, and Snaking does as well. Bit unfortunate. Just getting juked in the darkness, getting juked in the fog. It's probably one of the more frustrating things when you play Alchemist. But they're going to push this tower. It looks like Death Prophet's ulti just ended, but they're still going to get some chip damage on it. Maybe more than just chip damage. Look at that. Getting 400, 500. Oh my god, they want to go in. The TPs get cancelled because they knew that was such a bad TP. Trying to scare them off because they weren't sure how many were there, and their tier 2 tower will actually go down. And yeah, this is how they're going to defend this with a greedy lineup like that. They can't. And it's, oh my gosh, you know what you're doing, man. But it might be pretty good. They still have the infest. Does get the infest damage off. There's a silence on the Vengeful Spirit. Oh no, Nerd Rage is going to die. I can't even get any spells off now. There's Unstable Concoction going out on the Lifestealer, but they still lose 1. It just doesn't matter. There's still damage out. Clinks just doesn't do anything. He's trying to get his Orchid up, but it's not enough. It really isn't. OD TP then as well. Thinking about dropping the hammer. Even if he did, would he have really done anything? Like Death Prophet's end game is kind of good. They're going to go for a Roshan. This is going to be sneaky Rosh. I think the Dire actually saw it with this ward. Do they have what it takes to kill him? This is where you wish if you press glyph that Roshan would glyph. No, they will get the Roshan. There's nothing to do. It's too late. Will they be able to catch any Stranglers? Lifestealer is a bit low. He does the Aegis, so it doesn't matter. Death Prophet ulti was used as well. Such a low cooldown ulti, and it's so good. It really is. Especially thanks to the recent buffs. Nice ward. Catching any Dire heroes if they try to come in through here. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Other options, you can move it here, like here, put it here, and then cut down these trees. Trees respawn every 5 minutes, so it might be worth it. Still, I think I'm not too picky about that. Haste Rune in the top. Saving it for the OD. OD doesn't even have bottle, but at least you can get initiation imprisonment. We'll see how that works. Still, that Radiant Ward called him out. Need to be careful, Chugs. You could get called out. It won't be pretty. Just because you have a haste rune doesn't mean you can't die. If Vengeful Spirit was there for a stun swap, you would have been so. Oh wait, Vengeful Spirit's on your team. I'm retarded. Sorry, guys. But Lifestealer has been called out a lot. Oh my gosh, he's gonna get called out again. Will lose Aegis. Does have his armlet. I'm surprised he didn't turn on his armlet for that. But oh dude, they want to go on the Lifestealer, like trying to look for an investment. They even dropped the hammer on this. Will he be able to invest? Yes, he gets to invest. He's so freaking lucky. They dropped so much for him and he didn't die. There's a silence going out on the Venomancer. Venomancer will be able to get his ulti off if need be, but they're unable to kill the guy. Oh no, Chugs is so dead. Venomancer dies as well. Lifestealer trying to get the last hit. Chugs, whoa, does have imprisonment. We'll probably look to imprison the Weaver. Why, you know, imprisonment will die. Oh gosh, wow. The Dazzle phase boot's really paying off, but they were unable to get that kill. They dropped so much for him, and it just was not enough. It really was not enough. I don't even know if he had int treads when he dropped it. Alchemist finally picks up his Shadow Blade. This is a battle item. This will force supports. Oh, whoa, you're gonna get the kill? No, just kidding. He's like, I'm gonna chicken out, guys. Bye. Whoa, what was that? I don't know, but the Death Prophet ulti, so much damage. We'll pop that. Might be able to kill him, maybe. they don't have the damage. Oh my gosh, she's gonna still alive. She could look to come back in, maybe. No, she's just gonna back out. She could die from the poison ticks. Was there a Gale on her? Gale is there. Does it wear off? No. Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. So much regen. Soul Ring paying off in that sense. But you know, Yoona's, they lose the Weaver, they lose the Life Stealer, so not the best trade. All they get is 2 supports there. Klink's damage is now something to be aware of, something to keep a lookout. 131 plus 31. That's with eating a giant creep. That's very impressive. Still, he is no EE Sama. If he was EE Sama, he would have gotten a godlike streak plus some right there. So Alchemist has his Shadow Blade, already putting it to work in that fight, getting a very nice concoction off, trying to snipe the Life Stealer, and you know, goes invis immediately and doesn't die, and they win the fight. So it was very nice. He does have max Greevil's Greed, so now watch his net worth shoot up. He's already surpassed a Weaver. Weaver, what's he got? 3,000 gold. Man, spend it on something. He's not. I guess he's unsure on what he wants. Unless he wants to go straight to Vine Rapier. That'd be ballsy as hell. It probably put Havos to shame. Maybe. I don't know. Havos is pretty ballsy. But he's saving up. He really needs to spend it. Maybe if he had spent it, he would have survived. He needs to go Midas something. Wow. So, Archimedes trying to place a ward, but he gets... Oh, I think he's going to get called out. Yes. Dazzle has his phase boots out. Will get the poison touch. Oh, just going to back out now. Saw there were supports coming in. Alchemist is going to stun himself. I don't like that idea. Well, I guess it's okay. But actually, they're going to go in. Nice silence on 3. Dude might be dead. Light of Heaven Shackle is not there. They do burst down the Venomancer. This is looking really bad for Archimedes. Might die. Alchemist is going to stun the... Oh, god damn. This is the combo exactly that Dazzle was looking for. Chuck's throwing out the hammer. It's not enough. Oh my gosh. Klinks is going to die. Gets Light of Heaven. He's so dead. And so is this OD. Finally dead as well. Oh, that was fatal. That back and going back in, the complexity style. Really hurts. Really hurts. PrinnySquad looks like they're in trouble. I don't know how they're gonna stop this. They were making a comeback, but the positioning was just too good on this. The choice that Yoona made to go back in was good. Whoa, armlet. Okay, no armlet. Now armlet. Okay, I think he's a little shy about using his armlet. Go Midas something. Yeah, Midas is a creep. There we go. And he's gonna back. Oh, Alchemist is trying to get that stun. He's gonna rage it. Okay, no rage. But they will kill Yoona. No. Okay, never mind. Just kidding. He does not have Infest. Trying to. Okay. A lot of mistakes from him. Become Saiyan. Trying to get out, but no, that follows you. Remember, even if you go Invis. It's like you can't dodge it anymore. I don't think you could ever dodge it, actually. DD Rune on the Death Prophet. They could look to push. They did get that tier 2 tower. There's only one last outer tower remaining for the Dire, and they would be playing blind. But you know, they sorely needed that initiation. And Alchemist picked up the Shadow Blade, so it is beautiful for him. He could look to get BKB, and I think he will be. BKB would be very good. They could stand and fight the Death Prophet just a little bit longer because of that. A Shackle Shot won't be as big of a pain, but they need this Alchemist to get much fatter. Otherwise, it's just going to hurt. Dewarding. Nice dewarding action. Roshan's not up yet. Archimedes throwing a stun out, but he might regret this. He might regret this. He could look to stun. Oh, nice. Force Staff. They won't be able to get the kill now. Force Staff, MVP of the MLG finals. Orchid finally picked up on the Klinks. It's a pretty slow Orchid. 24 minutes. Just I guess it's not too shabby. He could have farmed it a little bit faster. Oh, runs right into a creep, steals an Invisor. Not that he needs it, but it'll at least save him a Skeleton Monk. I think he's aware. There's a Sentry Ward there. So Saf, look for him to start getting some pickoffs relatively soon. As soon as his death pack is up and refreshed, he could look to kill off even this Life Stealer. I don't know. I feel like he's a bit too hesitant. I feel like Yoona's a bit too hesitant on using the armlet. I haven't been too impressed of his play so far. Of course, it's just a 1-game sample, so We'll see how this goes. Alchemist, gonna go split push this tier 2 tower. Can get out, does have the sentry wards. Do the Radiant have any detection? Yes, Dazzle does have it. But meanwhile, they're gonna try to force a fight. They're gonna lose a tier 2 for a tier 2. Will Alchemist even get it? I think he might. But you know, the Radiant team are just gonna push on forward. I think Venomancer, yeah, start throwing out your wards, man. Start throwing out the wards. But man, they're losing so much. The glyph gets popped. Alchemist needs to start TPing now. TP now. Okay, no, he's just gonna keep pushing. Somehow the Dire are able to hold the. I guess Death Prophet's ulti is about to wear off. Do they get the Light of Heaven? No, Light of Heaven is not there. They really want to go in. Death Prophet ulti was already down. Maybe it's not a good idea. But they're going to try to man fight this tower. Nice swapping, but still might get blown. But we'll try to blow him up. Oh, the ulti is used, but nice Shallow Grave, and that's the problem with Shallow Grave. Oh my god, Vengeful Spirit, so much trouble. The skits pop. They do pick off one. Clinks is so dead. They can't kill the freaking Windrunner. Alchemist dies. This is so bad. Finally, the Venomancer ult is there as well. Gil is there. Do they have the damage? I don't even know. But they're solo. But still, did he get hit by the Gil? No, he didn't. So he won't die. But Alchemist dies. Clinks dies. Venomancer dies. Like Chugs is the only one standing really there to defend. Archimedes is kind of there. But they hold. I guess everybody was just really low. They hold. That's the most important thing. Haste Rune is still bot. Roshan, is it up? He will be up very soon. Pretty soon, I guess. I think once the Radiant gets to Roshan, they'll be confident enough to just go high ground. I think it was kind of a mistake to try to choose to go to it without the Death Prophet ulti. But it really didn't matter. They still won the fight. I think with the Death Prophet ulti, tower would have gone down, Rax would have gone down. Team fight would have been a wipe. But wow, Lifestealer, he had a bad game, but he's finally got the AC. He's not so easy to be not so easily picked off. And that's the problem with Clinks. We saw him die basically instantly as soon as he got focus fired. Clinks will need his BKB if he wants to live a little bit longer. Silence on the Vengeful Spirit, can't really do a swap. Does have a 4-staff. Look for possibly 4-staff initiation. Sounds like a gal. Oh wow. Well, Vengeful Spirit, really nice knowing you. Will die here. Light of Heaven somewhere in the back. Nerd Rage looks to be dead. Clinks might die as well. Nice stun on too, but I don't know. This is a losing fight. Zamp is well, the damn annoying annoyance of this Shadow Priest or Dazzle. Clinks will run away. Shadow Wave, it's just too good. I think Alchemist is gone as well. His movement speed's just too fast for the rest of the team. Okay, if he gets caught out, he could die. He does have TP in a little bit. He could look to Shadowblade TP. Shadowblade TP will get out there. No way of stopping that. Yeah, no way of stopping that. The two heroes that could possibly do it are too far away. They only lose the Vengeful Spirit, and I have to say they're really fortunate for that. Really fortunate. And Roshan is up. The Dire do have a chance of getting it. They do have some minus armor with the acid spray. Vengeful Spirit aura is there, of course. But oh no, they're going to turn this. Oh jeez, will they be able to pick him off? That's not enough to pop him. Yeah, it's only 100 damage. Clinks was just too scared, and that's why EE-sama got the Blink Dagger. If he had the Blink Dagger, that Shadow Priest would have been dead for sure. Possibly if he had power treads, strength, agility treads, it's possible he could have gotten the kill as well. Clink's not really showing what he's going to go for quite yet. I guess he's trying to save for buyback for now. Chugs, looking to get. Oh, he actually does have that hex deck that will be big. I guess at this point it doesn't matter if you have buyback. You're so far behind. Speaking of far behind, well, it's actually not as bad as I thought. 30 minutes in, they're only 7. Well, it's still a lot. 7.5k and EXP and gold behind. Hextech finally up on the OD. Somehow he's managed to have farm. He's 1-2-0. So I guess he's been farming more than fighting. He's only died twice compared, I guess, to the rest of his. Oh my gosh, Nerd Rage 2, 9, and 4. But you know, Venomancer is not an easy hero to play. To get a good ulti, you basically have to suicide yourself. Alchemist, it's really big what he gets next. It looks like he's going Basher. Yeah, that's not bad. But maybe AC might be good to try to counteract the Lifestealer AC. I just don't know. Yeah, I think this Roshan will go down very quickly for this Radiant side. But they're scared. They're scared for whatever reason. I don't know why they should be scared. I guess it's possible the Dire could take a win on this. Oh, do they have detection on this? Do they have the? Oh, they have a gem. Yes, they do have a gem. Weaver is holding gem. He's been doing a very good job surviving. Oh, they really want to steal it right now. That Prof ulti is there. They're going to try to go on this. Oh no, Saf is in a lot of trouble. They do get the Zamp. Saf will die though. Not a good trade at all. Rage will die as well. Alchemist trying to go to ham on the Windrunner, but she's just kiting him like a boss. Hextech gets thrown out, and already 4 dead, 5 dead. Buyback from Clink. No way this is going to work. This might be GG. Wow, that Prophet really low, but she'll heal up. Oh, Clinks wants to pick off maybe? Wants to pick off maybe? Well, will he get it? No, Weaver is there. Yoona has the Aegis. Might be able to pop the Aegis. No, just kidding. That was a bait. Weaver, Clinks will die. Yes, that might be GG right there. I wouldn't be surprised if they call it Saf. Good use of armlet that time. Now just gonna take the Rax. I didn't think it was gonna be a good fight anyways. For this Radiant side, Yoona is just too strong at this moment. That Prophet pick working out. In the end, I don't know. I still don't see too much energy in this. I think they mostly outplayed him. Weaver caught out, but it's okay. It's okay. They don't have the damage or anything. Well, maybe if they hex him, they could have killed him. No hex. Oh, BKB was there. Could have BKB'd if you needed to. Weaver doesn't even have that much. Well, 6,300 gold. That's part of the reason why he doesn't have too much. He's gonna stun himself. I think it's a better option to save your stun and possibly do some EE Sama crazy stuff and dodge your stun if you time it correctly with the Chemical Rage. I think that's definitely an option. But he won't do that. Still working on the Basher. I think he basically has it. So anyways, Death Prophet doing really well for herself. Hextech really making a difference there. Made sure you can kite the Alchemist even further. Alchemist tired of. There's actually a swap. No way you're gonna kill the girl. I don't think so. Okay, just kidding. You can kill him. But Shadow Priest is there. Dazzle is there to save his old buddy. But I think he's gonna die from the poison. Yes, does die from the poison. Nice. But BKB is pop. Will they be able to turn this around? They do get a nice kill. Nerd Rage there. But you know, Dazzle picks off. Well, another kill. The 2 supports are down. They do have the death of one of the cores. It's possible. Clinks wants to get the kill on the Lifesteal. Lifesteal actually doesn't have any mana, but that's okay. He has Aegis of Immortal and has his Infest, so it won't be so easy to get a kill. And this Clinks is so poor. He's not made any progression on items because of the buyback. You're not gonna kill Yoona. Like, keep that out of your mind. He has AC. He wants at least 1 or 2 more, and then he has a shot. But even then, it's going to be very, very difficult. Oh, he's going to try it. Okay. Yeah, it's not going to. Yeah, I foresaw that. That's an Agams on a Dazzle. Okay. Dazzle picks up the Agams. It's nice for his ultimate. I actually wasn't paying attention to see if his ultimate was doing a really good job. Not sure. But it does actually synergize with the Weaver very well. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Weaver, where was he? Oh, just picking up. Oh, Clinks even dies as well. There's a stun, but again, it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh, he's gonna die. There's too much damage. Desolator with the bugs, with the Shadow Priest ulti. And none of that was there. But as soon as it is, his Alchemist would have died if that had happened. And there's no 4-staff for him. Can't even hex anything. We'll hex the bug, but it just won't matter. Hex is Weaver, but Weaver should be fine. We'll pop the. There's the GG. Well, they weren't able to stop it. They lost their mid. They lost their solo lanes. Pretty hard. and I'd say maybe even top lane was lost. Still, it was a very good game. Impressive from Yoona's squad. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys join me next time for my next cast.